Hello everyone and welcome back to the last part of the Shadowcat chassis variant sub-series glorious domination thingamajig that this is. Here we are with the final victory of the series in a relatively short and sweet match which highlights the strengths and weaknesses of assault mechs that carry just LRMs. This match is kind of a highlight for that because if I remember correctly, I think there's at least 3 enemy mechs on the other team, possibly 2 of them are Atlases that bring mostly LRMs, and it really hinders them. The enemy team are at a massive disadvantage, and that's why we clobber them. But yeah, as a little bit about the Shadowcat H. Now, obviously, as time developed within the timeline of BattleTech, most clan Omni-Mech variants came with your Prime A, B, C, and D, that kind of thing. But as it went further on, you got into higher alphabetical parts, such as H and G. So H is usually when you're getting around to about the 3060 era of technology, and so this version of it comes with a single heavy large laser and a LRM-20 with Artemis fire control. Backed up by a targeting computer to help the heavy laser. Now, tabletop targeting computers were great because you could say, aim shot head. Well, you couldn't all the time, but you could go, I'm going to fire on the leg. So you didn't have to roll your random hit table, because if you hit the leg. It's what made the things, mechs like the Masakari or the Warhawk so deadly, was the fact that you could go, right, I'm going to fire 4 PPCs into the right torso. And if you rolled your hits, you dumped a hell of a lot of damage. It's what actually made it more deadly than the Direwolf on tabletop. So that's the reason targeting computers were usually quite a boon for clan mechs, because it made that one weapon system it had quite effective, because you could start picking apart mechs that had already taken damage from other friendlies. Obviously, in MechWarrior Online they can't quite do that because you aim yourself where you want your shots to land, so they just give you buffs. And it's for that reason arguably it's a superfluous addition. It's something that's good for bulking out any remaining weight you might have left over after you make a build. The Hotel variant of the Shadowcat comes with a single energy and a single missile hardpoint, so it's not going to be particularly good for any specific builds. Actually, I don't know whether this might be the better build for it, to be honest. The heavy large laser is certainly fun to run around with, and the LRM-20 is okay. You could probably drop it to a 15 or even a 10, maybe just to give yourself more heat sinks or more ammo, or however you want to build it. But my experience of this, it's alright. It's a simple, straightforward build, but it's got quite a lot of damage potential in there. And in a match like this, the peak potential and the huge noise that you may have heard in the background there was one of the cats probably knocking something on the floor. So yeah, if you haven't guessed, these are being recorded at night now, when the cats are more active and causing trouble. I was surprised they're doing a Shadowcat video when there's cats causing trouble. So yeah, that side. The Hotel is probably not as effective as the alpha or the beta versions of the Shadowcat, but it's still fun. And if you've got a few spare C-bills, I wouldn't recommend buying it outright, but buy the Omnipods and just have a run around with it and see what you think. Because I actually found it to be quite fun as a little support mech. The heavy large laser still got decent enough range, and obviously your skills can help bulk that out a bit more. Ammunition from the RM-20 is a bit on the low side, because again, 45 tons isn't much to play around with for ammunition, especially in a weapon as hungry as an LRM-20. So yeah, it's a good mech, fun to run around with, and it'll get you a few kills, but it's not as necessary, I'd say, as the other variants. So that concludes the Shadowcats for the chassis variant series. If you're wondering why there aren't other mech variants such as the Charlie version, well, with the Shadowcat they could actually bring that in now. I don't know if PGI ever will. Certainly when I finish all of the ones that are canon in the game, I will be coming back to previous mechs right from the beginning again. Now I get back to this, I will build the C variant, which originally comes with ATMs. I think there's a D or an E variant, but that uses plasma cannons, which aren't weapons in MechWarrior Online. Whether they ever will be, I don't know. I'd be surprised if they jump the timeline that far, to be honest, because I already have trouble balancing some of the new weapons as is. I think bringing in things like plasma accelerators, hyper assault Gauss, and stuff like that is all kinds of headaches. So yeah, sadly you can't really build some variants out there because of the weaponry that's currently available. Oh, sorry, not available in the game. Likely never will be, but yeah, there is an ATM version of the Shadow Cat, which actually looks like it'd be quite good. Who knows? PGI may bring it in the future. We'll just have to wait and see. But until then, it will be the end of the series for the Shadow Cats. We'll be going over to the next. Is it? I can't remember what the next one is now. My knowledge of Clan isn't as up. I'm either going up to the 50 tonners, or am I staying at 45? You know what? I've got a website up here. That'll probably tell me. No, I'm up to the Hunchbacks, or the Huntsmans, or the Nova, or the... Yeah, those three. So, yeah, we'll probably just go with the Hunchback 2C. Let's just kick off with that, eh? I'll leave you with that. Thanks for watching, everybody, as you watch this last poor bastard get torn apart by pretty much an entire team. And I'll see you next week. Have a good one, folks. Thanks for watching. Bye.